I guess, in my opinion, and in the opinion of the leaders, and in the opinion of many, many Christians, not all, but many, the most foolish thing that a person could ever do during their lifetime is to deny Jesus, is to deny his glory and to deny his death and resurrection. The fact is that God, in his grace, sent Jesus to die for us while we were still sinners, going back to Romans. The wise thing to do would be to check him out. What is an example of foolish behaviour? An ultimate example of foolish behaviour? Well, that's not to check Jesus out, to not turn around and go, hang on, I need to give this some thought. Not only to check him out, and not only to make the decision to do that, but also to make the decision to follow him, or to make a decision, either way. Preferably in the way that means following him, because it means so much more. All the leaders, me included, here, if you ask them face to face afterwards and you ask them what is the wisest thing that you've ever done, I guarantee their answer would be to follow Jesus. Not what they had for breakfast, not what they wore, not what they went out to the shops to buy today, not what they said to someone or what they did, but the decision to put their lives in Jesus' hands is the wisest thing that they will ever do, that I will ever do, and that any of you will ever do, I hope. It's one of those things, and really, guys, it is so foolish. I've seen my grandparents, who are now on my mum's side both dead. I sit there sometimes and I think it was really, really hard on my grandpa's funeral because I knew that he wasn't a Christian. I knew that he didn't believe. I knew that he had heard about it. Both of my parents, so his daughter, so my mum, is a very strong believer, and I knew that he had heard about mum going on about her Christian life and going to church and all that sort of gear, but he chose to ignore it, and that is a foolish thing to do. It's hard at a funeral to get up, do a Bible reading, and know that the person whose funeral it is didn't believe the thing you're saying. It's a hard thing, and it is a foolish decision not to check him out, because the consequences are eternal. The consequences go more than 80 or 90 years that we have here. So I guarantee that if you do make a decision to follow him, I absolutely guarantee that it will be the absolutely most wise thing you will ever do. So don't be a fool. Come and talk to one of the leaders and check Jesus out, because it's important. So does anyone have any questions? They can be as stupid if one question, one really stupid question, and the rest what?
No.
So go.
Kind of says statement.
Well,
that's yeah. What else was said? What else did the year 12 say?
Oh, those were just two. Where are they? Those were just two of the things they said. But my point. Yeah, my point was that it was like at the time Proverbs was just firstly it was silly for me to do a talk on Proverbs having not had any background whatsoever. Like, in a way. Actually, really good pickup, almost too good. But it was just one of those days that I just wish didn't happen. I just had no what I was doing, and it was on. I don't think it was chapter 31. It wasn't that, but it was which I'll be talking about at the end of the term. So brace yourselves for that one. That'll be interesting. But my point was, I was talking to people on a higher thinking level, and it was, So, Any other questions? Just say it. I don't believe you think that. That's the thing. So, but yeah, guys, I fully one more thing before we go and split up is that I absolutely recommend that you guys go through and actually read Proverbs. like from start to finish, even though we're sort of going and picking, bits out here and there, and it won't be sort of a like chapter to chapter continuity, but it's a really, really good book to read. And some bits are just funny, and some bits are really just, you just sit there thinking, ugh. I'm going, this is not a good, like where I am at is not where the Bible wants me to be at. Not where God wants me to be at. So, it's a good book to have a read through, if you get a chance. So, yeah, cool.
Actually, with reading Proverbs, 31 days in half the month, 31 chapters in Proverbs, first of the month, chapter 1, second of the month, chapter 2, that can work.